Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Kev's Movie Corner. I'm Kev. She's Nikki.
Hi.
And this week, we once again continue our Harry Potter journey because there's 8 of these, so it's gonna be a few weeks. This week we are talking about the Goblet of Fire. Nick, this one is the fourth movie in this franchise. It introduces, we now have Cedric Diggory, Robert Pattinson. We get our first, real look at Lord Voldemort, played by Ralph Fiennes. And you have David Tennant, who is, of Doctor Who fame, as, Barty Crouch Jr., Barty Crouch Jr. This movie was directed by Mike Newell? I don't know, something like that. We are insufficient. This movie's right at, again, 2.5 hours long, 2 hours and 37 minutes. This one's rated PG-13, so this one's a little bit higher. I think all the other ones have been rated PG, so this one's a little bit darker.
It makes sense. It was definitely the darkest movie so far. We went from big dogs and spiders to Death Eaters and dying.
and murdering a child. Yep, murdering a teenager. Yep, spoilers for a movie that came out, 2020 years ago. It's, Gosh, that's hard to believe that this has been out for 20 years. Anyway, so this is, again, the fourth movie in this franchise. This one, I enjoyed this one again. This one is the first time that you also learn that there's, well, I don't remember if you actually learned it. Well, I guess the best question is to ask you, because you may have learned it in the books, but it's the first time in the movies that you learn that there's other wizarding schools.
Correct.
Because I don't think they mention it in the movies any other time. No. I don't know if they mention it in the books before that, but yes, there are. I think there's actually 3 other wizarding schools besides Hogwarts. But you do get students from other wizarding schools, 2 other wizarding schools, coming in to compete in the Triwizard Tournament. And there are some rules put in place to where you're not supposed to, under 7. Everybody has to be over 17 to compete and stuff like that. But, of course, somehow Harry ends up, there's only supposed to be 3 competitors, too. There's supposed to be 1 from each school. Somehow Harry ends up becoming the 4th competitor, even though he's under 17. And ends up having to compete in this deadly tournament, which is, a big ordeal. So,
I just looked it up. There are 11 registered schools in the Harry Potter universe. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Scottish Highlands, Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Beauxbatons was the French.
Yep.
Then Scandinavia, Durmstrang.
Durmstrang, that's the one.
There's one in Massachusetts, USA, the Ilvermorny.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Amazon Rainforest, which is Castle Brook. So, some didn't uber Harry Potter fan is gonna be cringing at this because I can't say it. The volcanic island of Iwo Jima, Japan. Mahokotokoro.
Okay. Hadn't known about that one either.
There is Mountains of the Moon in Uganda, which is Uagadou.
Okay.
And then there's located in Russia, the Koldovstorets. And then it says there's 3 unnamed schools: China, Australia, and Mediterranean.
Yeah. Okay.
And it says those are the registered schools.
Okay. I knew of the one Elvermorny I couldn't remember the name, but I knew there. Once you said it, I remembered that, and I knew that there was one in the United States. But other than that, I didn't realize there was the other ones around the world. So
I wonder how many like will pop up in these movies that I'll get to see, because this says they exist in the universe.
Yeah,
but
I will tell you right now, none. These are the only one. These are the only other schools that you'll see. This is the only time that you'll see any other schools in the movies.
Gotcha.
And I don't think they pop up in any of the. I don't know if they pop up in the Fantastic Beasts movies either. So I don't know that they're in any of them besides this one, particularly. I don't remember seeing them. So, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Hogwarts is the main one it all is based around in all these movies. So you don't really see any of the other ones. I actually so fun fact, we're recording these two movie episodes back to back. So we just did Prisoners of Azkaban. So I text Nick when I watched this. So last week, well, I guess 2 weeks ago now that you're watching this, we did Chamber of Secrets. So after we recorded that episode, I watched Prisoner of Azkaban immediately after that. And after I watched Prisoner of Azkaban, I watched Goblet of Fire. And after I watched Goblet of Fire, I watched all the rest of them in that day. I watched the entire franchise that night. So every single one of the Harry Potter movies I watched over the course of a single day, except for the first one, which I had watched the week before. So, yeah, I can tell you that you won't see any of the other schools in any of these movies. Yeah, this is again a dark one. This is the first time you have like a, I think this was the first, I think this was the first death in one, wasn't it? You haven't had anybody.
I think so. They had like petrification.
They had
however you say that.
They had the students be petrified in the Chamber of Secrets. I guess you kind of had Tom Riddle die in the one. You had Professor Quirrell die in the Sorcerer's Stone. He kind of like melted away, but he was also an evil, like a bad guy in that, so you don't really think about that. But when you have in this one, when you actually see Voldemort for the first time, you actually see him as a full figure. And he just kills
I have something to say about that.
Just immediately kills a kid. So
yes, when the rat guy is carrying Voldemort's like weird, gross baby body and then like dunks him in the tub.
Yeah.
That was disgusting. It was like gross to watch. And I wrote down, talk about Voldemort baby body, because I was like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like that was a gross scene.
Yeah.
That did not need to be in there.
No, that's part of him coming back though, to be a full-fledged like human again, or person, or being again, I guess, because he lost all of his powers. I mean, in the first movie, he was like in the back of the other dude's head. He was just a face in the back of the other dude's head. So, like, he's been kind of a weird entity until now, and just now is he actually a full-fledged being again.
Yeah.
So
it was just like plop and like gross and ugh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, he's like he's like an infant, and then they just
it's
basically
gross.
Do a spell, and then he becomes a full back to
and then he Avada Kedavra is Cedric. I'm like, okay, I have two issues with that. First of all, Cedric is like the only notable Hufflepuff so far, and maybe ever. I don't know. And this is kind of, so my house is Hufflepuff. I'm not like trashing anyone. It just seems like there's not a lot of focus as much as there is on Gryffindor and Slytherin in the movies.
No, we talked about that.
Ravenclaw is briefly mentioned, and but like, okay, just kill the one good one, or at least the one everyone talks about. But then also, I don't understand. Maybe it'll make more sense later, or maybe there's a reason that I didn't catch, but why can't Voldemort just Avada Kedavra everybody. Like, it was pretty instant. It was immediate and instant. Why? So I don't know. Maybe there's an explanation though that I just don't know. But then that was my first thought. I was like,
what do you mean?
So he did.
Why can't he do it to everybody? Like, why can't he do it to Harry?
To like just everyone that is around him that he wants to kill.
Oh, he can for the most part.
So then why doesn't he?
He did. That's why he was like so feared before. He's just now come back to life. Like that's the whole one of the whole things is he's just now come back. That's the whole ceremony that they just had.
Okay. So he does that in the other movies like a lot more.
Yeah, you'll see it a lot more. Because in this one it was
just the one. He only killed Cedric, I think.
Well, yeah, because that's the only person that he's seen besides Harry and his Death Eaters, who were like his followers, who were trying to bring him back. So
that's true.
And the whole reason that he and when he's battling Harry, that's the spell that he's trying to use on Harry at that moment when they're battling right there.
Yeah, which that battle was very much giving Star Wars.
Yeah, it does.
Like when the wands had the colors that were touching, I was like, this is just Star Wars.
A little bit. Yeah. But yeah, so that's that anytime you see green in a spell, it's that spell. It's the only spell that is green. Mm-hmm. So if you see green when they do a spell, that's that spell. Avada Kedavra is the only the killing spell is the only one that will turn green. So anytime you see green, that's that spell. And you will see it a lot several times as we go through more of these movies.
Okay.
But yeah. So going back to this, like I said, this one was dark. This one is it is very good though. It is
there were still a lot of light, funny moments.
Yeah.
Like, in the cafeteria when Ron is like, "Oi, Hermione, you're a girl," and then Snape smacks him on the head. I did actually laugh at that. So, like, yes, it was definitely the darkest one so far, but it was still, funny and light in a lot of moments.
Yeah. So now we're through 4 of this is the 4th one. So we're through 4 of these. So where does this rank on the Nikki list of Harry Potter movies?
I still like Prisoner of Azkaban better.
Okay.
So of the ones we've seen so far. So this Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets.
Okay. So So this one does rank right below Prisoner of Azkaban in the Rotten Tomatoes list. So
yeah,
Prisoner of Azkaban is 2, Goblet of Fire is 3, and like I said, Chamber of Secrets is 5, Sorcerer's Stone is 6. So on that list there's 2, 3, 5, and 6. So there's where those rank, which I think is interesting. It's kind of just a. I enjoy this movie. I feel like I've heard Prisoner of Azkaban is obviously, I think we talked about some people's favorite movies. I feel like this is another one that a lot of people love. It's just I think the competition in it is fun to watch. It's just something different. You don't all of them are a little bit different because there's always something different going on. But the competition is a big thing. 2 things that I thought were interesting with this, 2 of the fun trivia things that I found is, one, when the film reels were shipped to theaters, they were titled with Happy Days so that pirates wouldn't try to steal them.
Oh, interesting.
So that's interesting. And the water set that they use for the underwater, Black Lake scene, is one of the largest underwater sets ever constructed. It was 132,000 gallons.
Wow.
Now, that is nothing compared to the largest water set ever constructed, which I also have here, which is more of a fact on this one that I think is interesting. So, have you ever seen the movie? No, never mind. So, the movie is called...
Stop yourself right there.
The movie is called The Abyss. It is an interesting movie. It came out in 1989. But that one had a 7 million gallon water tank.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So what is that? This one's 132,000 gallons, so 70 times the size of this one. And this one was one of the largest ever built. So that one was 70 times the size.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Is that like the size of a city? Like, I can't even picture that.
No, I think if I remember correctly, the Abyss one was like it was like an old, like storage container for something. It was already used for something else. It was a giant storage container. It's not as, I don't think it's as big as you'd think it is, but I mean it is large, but it's not as big as you'd think it is.
Oh, it says it was a partially constructed outer casing for a nuclear plant.
Okay, there you go.
Interesting.
Okay. So, yeah, it was already built for something else, but they used it for the movie. So, The Abyss is an interesting movie. But
yeah, I won't watch it.
Yeah, no, I know. You won't watch it. So, but anyway. Okay, Nick, we had another... Last week we talked about Wands and Patronuses. This week...
Oh, yeah.
We have, you sent me a quiz a couple weeks ago, and I forgot to do it, so we will talk about this. It's which Harry Potter character are you? And I will have to say that I was not very happy with the Harry Potter character that I got.
Oh, really? I liked mine. We actually haven't met mine yet, and I know who she is from social media, but we have not met her in the movies yet.
Is it a common character?
Yeah.
Is it?
Because I knew her. I knew her name from social media, so.
Did you, well, hold on. I'm trying to think. Did you get Luna Lovegood then?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it says you are Luna Lovegood. Fun-loving, quirky, a bit of a dreamer. You see the world in a unique and magical way. Like Luna, you bring a fresh perspective to everything you do, and your whimsical nature makes you a joy to be around. You're not afraid to be yourself. There's so much here. While others may see you as eccentric, those who truly know you appreciate your authenticity and the light you bring into their lives. Keep being your wonderful, quirky self and continue to spread your magic wherever you go. Which makes sense because, I feel like a lot of people think that I have weird hobbies and weird interests, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm still going to like them.
The Nargles are weird, so... You don't have a clue as to what that is because we haven't gotten that far yet, but
no,
you'll get it eventually.
But I'm excited. I think she's in the next one. It was like halfway through. I think that she
shows up.
Introduced,
yeah, she shows up. I think in. It may not be the next one. It may be the one after.
Yeah,
I don't know if.
But whatever one it is, I've definitely seen her on social media and clips because seems like, from what I've seen on social media, a beloved character.
Yeah. She's very quirky. For sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I got a very, I wouldn't say random character, but not a character that I really expected to get.
Okay.
So, it says you're Draco Malfoy. Just not what I expected at all when I went through this quiz.
That's good.
So I'll tell you what it says. It says ambitious, cunning, and you can tell me if you think that it matches up with me, because I don't really know, but I just thought it was interesting. It says, ambitious, cunning, and always striving for excellence. You're the epitome of a Slytherin. Like Draco, you have a strong desire to prove yourself and often feel the weight of high expectations. You're clever and resourceful, always finding a way to achieve your goals. However, it's important to remember that your true strengths lie with the choices you make. While you might be tempted to take the easy path or follow the crowd, your greatest moments come when you listen to your conscience and act with integrity. Embrace your ambition and cunning, but don't be afraid to show your softer side and let others see the real you.
I feel like the description is pretty accurate, but just the fact that it's Draco is not. Oh my god, I love that so much.
The description, like when I read the description, I understand why it says that, but also when we get later in the movies, you'll understand also why I don't really like that. Because even when we at the farther we get into the movies, it gets worse with that kid. Like, yeah. So I'm just I didn't care for that one very much.
But so that's why, like, you definitely have that bias of the characters. So when you see Draco, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But when you read the description,
I guess makes sense.
Yeah, the description they gave.
But like, it's funny. Yeah. I don't know. That one was interesting. I got that, and I almost took it again because I'm just like, I don't want this. What? Are you serious? But I didn't. I stuck with it because I'm just like, you know what? It's what it says, so we'll just keep it. And we'll be with it and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't the happiest camper whenever I got that. I was like, oh, this is not fun.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Were you Slytherin house? What house were you in?
No, I was Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. That's right.
Yeah. We both got the random houses.
Yeah. Well, not random, just apparently not good enough to be featured in the movies.
No, we got the random houses for sure.
I wonder, I've never read the books or seen movies until now, but I wonder if the other houses are mentioned more like in the books.
No, I doubt it. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I mean, obviously there's if you look at the list of like who are notable Ravenclaws or Hufflepuffs, there are characters that they list off, like teachers and people that they list off, but all of your like main characters are Gryffindor or Slytherin. Yeah. Like they just are. So I kind of doubt it, and I think that if your main characters were in one of those, it would be more prominent in the movies too. Like I don't think they're just cutting out like people. I don't remember if Luna is in either Gryffindor or.
It said she was a Ravenclaw.
Okay, so she's a Ravenclaw. I mean, she's a notable character, but I wouldn't consider her like I don't know that I'd consider her a main character. You know, she's notable and people like her, but she's not like, you know, there's nothing crazy with her or anything. But I don't. Yeah, that is what that is.
Well, that's okay because probably my true character is the crying one in the bathroom,
Moaning Myrtle.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I remember. That's what your husband said.
Yeah, and it was instant too. He was like, she popped up on screen, and he was like, "Oh, that's you," and I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh man. Oh, that's flipping hilarious though. Like,
yeah.
And she showed up in this one again.
Yes, in the bathroom.
In the bathroom. She was like being kind of weirdly creepy, like
definitely like coming on to Harry.
Harry, like hitting on the boys and stuff in the bathroom, which is kind of weird.
Like this dude is like 13.
Yeah,
chill out.
That was kind of, which I guess she was probably about that age when she died, is what she looks like. She's not that old too, so I guess that falls in that same category. But anyway, I think that's it for this week, everybody. Yeah. Hope you guys liked this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. If you guys want to go along with us, next week we are watching. What is the next one? Is it Half-Blood Prince?
I don't know.
I think it's Half-Blood Prince. I don't think Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Half-Blood Prince. I don't think it's the Order of the Phoenix yet. Hold on.
I googled Harry Potter 5, and it says Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix.
Okay, then I guess we're watching the Order of the Phoenix next. I can't ever remember which one's which, so I guess we're watching Order of the Phoenix next. So that's next week. Yeah, watch that. Join us to talk about it next week, and we'll talk to you then.